Hi there and welcome to week 14 review. It's just myself today. Craig's still not feeling great. So it's either a bad thing he's losing his voice, but we'll let Doug decide that one. So we'll just go over last week's games, have a quick rundown of this week's game so far. Obviously I've got to go to work in 40 minutes, so I'll get through as quick as I can. So the first up, we have Varsity Blues, Daniel Life, 85 points, coming up against the Factory of Sadness, 58.82. So that puts Crotty at number 4 seed with a 9-5 record, and the Factory of Sadness, 7th seed with an 8-6 record. Obviously, all using the top division are into the playoffs. Obviously, not great by either quarterback, to be honest. Huck's got 7 points, and Dobbs playing like a mare and then getting dumped in the middle of the game. Like, big difference here. Eckler finally scoring some points, 16 points, and Jamal Williams getting 15 points as well. Basically, the team picked itself. You could have had Metcalf in instead of either Diggs, who's unusually quiet this time of year, and Smith. But other than that, you're pretty spot on with the team selection. And then the other side, after a good week by Pierce, you end up doing nothing last week. So you probably could have had Dowdell in or Algier. But it does hurt having Howell on the bye, but he'll be back this week for your playoff games, and it could be a bit of a shootout in that game. And obviously, Henry getting 17 points, and as he usually does in December. So hopefully he'll carry that on for you, Sean. So we'll go on to the next game. Got a nice one here. So obviously our designated champion, or delegated champion as he called himself last week. We've got Showman Packers 124.74 against Doug and the IBWT SMTM 72.94. So there's not much point any is turning up in a second for the championship bracket, because obviously Craig's going to win the trophy as he's already declared himself winning it, and the prize money and the ring. But as it was, obviously Prescott helped him out a game with 30 points. A-Chain, or A-Chain, what they call him, is 22.3, and Mike Evans at 22.2. Sutton, you finally gave Sutton a game when you found this, you got to score from this time instead of being on the bench. You've got Ingram had another good game. Romeo Dobbs 7 points. Obviously, Caleb is out, so he'll be back week 15, they're hoping. Especially as Zach Moss went down again last night. And Josh Jacobs obviously was on a bye, but then he did nothing this week because he was also out. But he had Barkley back this week and have DJ Moore. And the Saints defence will probably obviously do better than that, especially if they're playing the Giants. So you'd imagine they're going to get some points. Mr. Tommy DeVito, I like a sack. Then we've got Doug had Mahomes 12 points, Montgomery 11.5. Jalen Warren 5.5, 5.5. I don't know what he did last night. I wasn't really paying much attention. AJ Brown 11.4. McLaren a goose egg, but surely get better than that. Kelsey 8.1, get better than that. Great game by Hubbard 22.4. Not Shield competing that one again. You've got the big leg of group, and you've got the Jaguars defence. Watson, Murray, Brown, Bob Bourne, Spears and Jigba on the bench. Then we'll move on to the south. We've got the Kirkville Raiders. Just losing out, which is a bit of a sore one when your quarterback ends up with minus 2.16 and you lose by 0.02. Luckily, Alan was already in, secured the division, and has got himself third spot even though losing. I don't think he might have gone up to second anyway, but you never know now. But okay, Kamara still got 10 points, Williams 10 points, Lamb still scoring, Puka still scoring. Conklin's been a surprising nice one for him as well. But I'm guessing McBride will probably be back in this week for him. You've got the Broncos defence or the Jets defence. That's a tough one to pick who you want to play this week. And obviously losing Dell and IR. Wallace back, possibly this week or next week. I think he's off IR now, but whether he plays this week or not, I'm not sure. That'll be an added bonus. And then you've got a sore head to play Waller or McBride. The Blue Team Patriots, it's a nice win there, even though we're in the consolation. And Mayfield get 23 points. Pollard 9 points, 48 points. Nico Collins going up injured, and Justice Jefferson been in for 2 catches and then out for the rest of the game. Laporta not doing much, but he did better last night. Zay Jones been a bit of a disappointment this year when he has been on the field. McManus 3 points and the Bills defence 6 points. But obviously he's got Richardson and IR, which has always been a bit of a sore one. Have to stick with Mayfield after that. The rest of the bench, nothing else there really. Then I'll go on to hide and seek, sitting on the 15th spot, 62.52. But obviously he's got all these other picks next year, so he'll be looking to be one of the favourites, and he's always a good drafter. I hate to admit it, but he is. Up against the boys are back in town who were looking for the number one spot with 107.52, 7-7 record. Just not quite enough to get into the top half, but still a pretty good bloody team looking at that. Purdy 22 points, Edwards did nothing, Cook 20 points, Samuel seems to be on fire at the moment, Pittman's catching everything, although looked a sore one last night. Tyler Hudson's been an added bonus in getting his first touchdown when you're playing him, it's a good one. DeAndre Swift's not really done much for a few weeks, but hopefully they'll get that turned around. Sanders with 9 points, the Packers defence at 4. Obviously on the bench you had Hunter Henry 16 points, but I don't think even Hunter Henry saw that one coming. Gibson will be the number one running back again this week, so he might get in the team. But Mr. Tommy DeVito getting 19 points, even I'm not sure where that one came from. And the Cowboys defence scored 11 points. So his bench is pretty good and still managed to score 107 points. It's very impressive, Ross. Well done. Then we've got the Jets, who go through. They were leading the division before this week's games, but obviously with the loss, no longer leading the division, but they're still getting into the top half on 8th spot, even with Jared Scott only scoring 2 points. I hope he played him last night, because obviously he had a good game. Got Peering with 4 points, Bijan get 14 points, another goose egg, or whatever it's called, by Davis. Teach you more of them than actual points this year. Garrett Wilson getting 11 points with Wilson being back under centre for Wilson. Smith, Boomer Boss, 2 points. Patterson did nothing. Butker 5 points to the Buccaneers, the steady 7 points. I think it was the same last week as well. Obviously had Browning on the bench scoring 27 points, which should have won him the game, but obviously he is a backup, so you tend to probably go with the starter, but Goff seems to be going a bit sticky until last night. Saville on a bye, Dotson on a bye. Shaheed, who's a questionable week, did nothing during the game, but didn't even play, to be honest. And Rogers on IR. Up against the Batman's Boobies, just scored 60.8 points, get and your win streak going into the playoffs, the consolation playoffs. Goes 6 and 8, finishing 11th, with Gardner Minshew 13 points, McCaffrey 15 points. Stevenson was out, didn't change him, didn't make any difference in the end. Don't think he'd nobody put in his place. Myers 2.5, Godwin 5.3, Taysom Hill did nothing. Well, Mason 8.6, so he could have played and he could have put Cooper in. Myers 4 points, and Dolphins 12 points. With Amari Cooper scoring 5.7 on the bench, and Aidan O'Connell 1.04 on the bench, and Chargers defense on the bench. So good win, great. That's what you want to get when you're going into even the consolation playoffs. Go to the stage a bit. Then on to the other one in this division, the Farts Flying Eagles scoring a good respectable 80 points, coming 3 and 11 on the 16th spot. You've got Justin Fields at 23 points, Gainwell at 2.8, McLaughlin 3.2, Devontae Adams 5.3, OBJ 15.7, hell of a week by Njoku 21.1, Jalen Hyatt 1.3, Hot Lutz at 6, and the Falcons defense 1. That's probably the perfect lineup they had, because on the bench had Freeman with 0.9 points, Dots on a bye, Atwell 0 points, Isaiah Likely at 14.3, but it was less than Njoku. Will Levis at 17.58, which is less than Fields, and Nick Chubb IR, so he couldn't have actually picked a better team. So well done in that sense, Graham. We'll see you in the playoffs. Going up against the Tartan Bears, who clinched the division with a whopping 139.26 points, finishing 6th in total with a 8-6 record. Matt Stafford 27.66, Raheem Mostert 22 points, Kevin Mitchell 6.2, Drake London 19.2, Amon-Ra St. Brown a quiet week again 2.1, George Kittle 13.6, Cooper Kupp 17.0, so he's not done kick. Aubrey, amazing 21 points for a kicker, that's pretty good, and you've got Eagles defense at 10 points. Looking back, yeah, near enough. Was the perfect lineup there. A couple of points either way. So you got Trevor Lawrence at 19.38, Khalif Raymond 2.6, DJ Chark 2.6, Rashad Bateman 2.4, Miles Sanders 7.4, and Michael Thomas on the usual spot on IR. So congratulations to the Tartan Bears for getting the division. On to my division, the one I don't really like. Lebanon and a Prayer finished on a losing streak, 80.94. Didn't quite manage to go through the division again, but I'm sure they'll do it again next year. The CJ Shroud scoring, getting knocked out of the game, it looked really sore, with minus 0.36. Joe Mixon getting a respectable 18.5, Evian 13.2, Hopkins 18.4, Tyreek Hill hobbling about but still managed to get 6.1, TJ Hawkinson, 5.3. Chris Olave, 8.8. Mr. 2, 5.0, and the Chief Steve Points getting 6. That was the perfect lineup again for him because they only had Smith was out, Thomas in a bye, Connor in a bye, Jerry Judy 1.6, and Brian Robinson in a bye. So you couldn't have done any more. You played your team that you could play, and obviously you're looking forward to being the number 2 spot in the playoffs. Eskimo Brothers is a team on form, and I do feel a bit sorry for them because that'll be, I think it's 6 wins in a row. Getting up to 7-7, finishing 9, so they'll be the number 1 seed in the consolation bracket with my 2 early picks next year, so I'm sure you're going to enjoy those. You've got Jalen Allen at 19.52, Ezekiel Elliott picking him up, put 20 points on the board, being the number 1 running back. Rashad White 19.5, Keenan Allen, who's out this week, 6.8, Brandon Cooks 3.7, Ferguson 7.2, Mattison, who's also out this week, 6.6. You're getting a bit hit of injuries. Dick of the kicker only getting 1 point, and the Browns scoring 12. On the bench, you had Wilson, slightly less. You had Deontay Johnson's got 11.7. That's the only real difference that would have made to your team. Everybody else is in this perfect spot. Obviously, I'm guessing Deontay Johnson would have been playing last night, but you're losing Keenan Allen and Mattison. Not sure if you have, so I'll have a look in a minute. But yeah, maybe Tyler Boyd. We did have a good game as well. So good luck in the consolations, unless you're playing me. But I think we'll have a look at that one in a minute. And obviously, good luck to Levian and a prayer in the championship. See if you can knock Craig off his step. And on to myself. I finally won a game, so it's well done myself against Scheme Team. So 89.6 with 2 scoring a whole whopping 4 points. Foreman 7 points. Gibbs looking better each week, 14.2. T. Higgins finally catching a couple of balls, 7.2. Brandon Ayuk, a quiet game for him, but still 10.6. The Booth, 3.8. Jaden Reed, doing as he does, 12.5. Nice 10 points from McPherson and a whopping 20 points from Vikings in their lovely 3-0 game. And on the bench, we've got Thielen at 7.4. Aaron Jones was out. Goddard 3 points. Pacheco was out. And I did pick up Brown, but I forgot to put him on my team when I got home from work for 16.5 points. So still 89 points. I'm happy enough for that. And finishing 12 overall with a 6-8 record. 1 spot behind me on a 5-9 record was Scheme Team, Allen. So 77.74. A whopping 35 points by Jackson. Hope he doesn't do that this week. Kareem Hunt 9 points. Najee Harris 4.8 points. Elijah Muir 4.2. Calvin Ridley 5.3. Jared Everett 3.9. George Pickens 1.9. Nick Foles 8.0. The Texas defense scoring 5. On the bench, the Latavius Murray 3.3. 3.0. Khalil Shakir 1.2. Adonai Pierce 2.2. Douglas was out, Ravens defense 7, and Chrissy Kirk's on IR. So it's basically not far off his perfect lineup anyway, so it wouldn't really made any sense, but it was nice to get a win to go into the playoffs. So we'll look at the playoffs now. So I'm not sure if I can share this one. There we go. So far in the championship, we've got so many Packers coming up against the Copenhagen Jets, and the Copenhagen Jets looking at have quite a good job. Yeah, the site's been a bit of a pain, so it's gone off now. Great. I don't program yet, but yeah, so Craig's got up and they're coming and got a hard one this week. Seems to be, he doesn't like me actually showing the NFL site, so I'll come off that one. I'm going to have to go wing it because it won't even open up on the app. It's doing really well here. Let's see if I get it before. So the playoffs, we've got the Shelby the Packers, it's currently set at 16 points up against the Copenhagen Jets at 43.92. Then you've got the Tartan Bears, the number 4 seed at 17.2 against the Varsity Blues, Changed My Life, 5.8. Kirkwall Raiders in the 3rd seed, setting at 12 points against Show Me the Money Doug at 8.2. And a number 2 seed, Levian and a Prayer, set at 18.4 up against the Factory Sadness, 20.4. The Eskimo Brothers and the Consolation, 20.5 against the 22.9 Farts Flying Eagles. Number 4 seed, Matters G-Man 49.9 against a 10.10 Scheme Team. Batman's Boobies at 39.28 up against the Blue Team Patriots at 32. And then the bottom there you've got Boys are back and down 7.8 against a 2.0 hide and seek. Good see it. So Scheme Team and the Matters G-Man have played the same amount of players. I just ended up with McPherson, Higgins, and Gibbs scoring 49 points, whereas Allen had Harris, Pickens, and Everett scoring 10 points. Showman the Packers had 9 points from Moss before going of injured, Sutton 7 points. That's it so far, and obviously Coffin Bad the Jets with Jared Goff with 39 points, Perrine 4.8 points. So 2 players each. Tartan Bears have 1 player played so far, Amenas at Brown bouncing back with 17 points. And Stephen had 3.8 for Eckler and 2 for Williams. So not the best start for Roti. Then the Raiders so far have had 12 points off their kicker, Dicker the kicker, and Doug's had 8.2 points off Montgomery. Michael for the Living in Prayer has 18.4 points. He got 12 for Mixon and 6.3 for Hawkinson. Sean for the Factory of Sadness got 6.4 for Chase before he went off injured. He got a good 14 points for the Colts defense. Sean and the Esco brothers 20 points. They got between Dottie Johnson 12.2, Tyler Boyd 5.3. Oh, they've got Dicker the kicker 3.0. Matt Gay was the other one. My bad. And then Farts Flying Eagles, Graham also had 3 players. He got 5 points for Will Lutz, 16 points for Adams, and 1.8 for McLaughlin. So pretty even in that one. Batman's Boobies got 23.6 for Gordon Minshew and 15.68 for Myers. That's a good start. And Christopher has 8.4 points for Justin Jefferson and another great game from Laporta, 23.6 points for there. So that's 39-32 with only 2 players played each. And then back here we have Michael Pittman, that's a sore one. He would definitely might even be out next week with that one. Scored 7 points for Ross and Boyd backing down, and Graham got 2 points off the Steeler defense, which is a bit news. I thought they were going to start off really well, and I thought they were going to actually do really well. But so that's the roundup from last week, and a quick look at this week's games. Hopefully, Craig will be back next week. We'll try and get a better podcast than just being stuck with myself and in a hurry to go to work. So good luck everybody that's playing this week. Obviously, don't need to wish Craig any luck because he's going to be winning it after all. But good luck for coming second, everybody else in that half of the division. And looking at I think if I get through and Sean gets through, we play each other in the next round. So Sean, you might want to lose that one to get extra picks. Sorry. So I'll see you all next week. Bye now.